Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Team Empire podcast. You're here with your host Shannon and my co-host today because we have another wrap-up episode. Last weekend was Auckland Champs and it was amazing. Both Frank and I were there, and Frank is with me today. Hey Frank, how are you?
Good.
It's good to have you join me. How do you enjoy the show on the weekend, the second show of the season? You've been at both of them. How do you enjoy this one?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I always enjoy them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
love the
fun.
vibe. Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to go through it all together anyway, bit by bit. There was quite a bit happening at the show. So if you caught, they did do a live stream on their Instagram, NZIFBB Instagram. So if you did catch it, you probably did see bits of the show. I do know that it cut out a few times, so you probably missed patches. So we'll go through it all with you so you guys are all up to date. Pretty good caliber. What do you think about all the athletes? There was 50 athletes to the number exactly. So what do you think about the athletes for this show, Frank? Was it, I know it's a little bit smaller, but that's Auckland Champs, but was it still pretty good all around?
Yeah, there were some good athletes there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. Good competition, some good battles in there too, and like some new people came out of the woodwork. Classic Physique was pretty fired up. It was just really awesome to see. So, like I said, we'll go through it all as we do. But first, Frank, we just have to chat about you and Kate real quick because it's not long until Olympia. It's creeping up quicker than bloody our nationals, of course, because it's 1 week before Waikato. But tell us about, when are you leaving? Because I know you're leaving soon. Tell us when you're leaving, where are you flying into, and what are you doing when you guys get there?
Oh yeah, sweet. We fly out next week, Thursday, so pretty soon. And we fly into, well, we're going to stay in Dallas for a bit over a week. We'll essentially, finish Kate's prep off there. We wanted to spend some time there and just get into a rhythm and a routine. I'll still be working and stuff, so just get familiar again. We made good connections over there last time. We enjoyed being there, so we decided there we wanted to come and spend time to finish Kate's prep off there. And then end of that week we'll fly to, well, the week starting off the Olympia week, we will fly to Vegas and we stay with Dean and Jasmine a few nights, and then we get put up in accommodation over the nights off the Olympia. So what else did you ask?
What else was like? Come on, tell me what the plan is. No, that's pretty much it. But how's Kate looking? Are you guys feeling good about her? Is she built up on the glutes a little bit? Like, how's everything going physique wise?
Yeah, good. Yeah, she's definitely made some improvements there. I'm real happy. I think we've got her looking a little bit edgier, and pretty excited.
Yes, nice. And I know you guys will do a little bit of updating on your gram and whatnot as you can, but we'll be watching the live stream together, everyone with me, I'm sure. So we'll keep in touch about that as we go. But this is our last wrap up before you guys head off. So I just had to quickly get a little catch up on that and to see how everything's going. But so you guys will be in Dallas for not a week, but like 5 days or something like that, or a couple of days, 4 days?
Like a week and a half. So
right.
We'll get there on their Thursday. Yeah, just short of a week and a half.
Yeah, nice. Cool. Yeah. And why is that somewhere that you just had the most connections there? Was that the place that you guys enjoyed the most out of the tour that you just did? Or you guys just did a couple of different cities? Was that like the fave?
Yeah, the community there was real good, and it just was like a pretty easy place to get around and stuff like that. So we've also, some friends have offered for us to stay with them in their guest house. So
nice. Works out.
Yeah.
Love it. Nice. Awesome. That's so cool. Well, we'll be watching, and good luck to Kate. I know that you'll send her all of our love. Everyone's watching and cheering her on as well. So, all right, let's get into the show. There's a lot of athletes to go through. I guess there's 50, but they're solid. So we're going to go through them all bit by bit. We're going to start off with classic physique. They did things a little bit sort of different. We did classic bodybuilding and then men's physique. So we're going to go through those together. Let's start with first timers. There was 3 in first timers and 3 in juniors. Both were just really fun to watch. We had in first timers Marshall Stockley, Aaron Powell, and Sharif Abdal Latif. So that was really a good one to watch. We had in first place Marshall Stockley. Marshall was also in juniors and took out juniors, which was also filled in with Adrian and Matthew Core, who was his first time on stage, who we'll have to mention because he comes in a few times as well, and I'm sure you probably remember him. But both really good classes. Obviously, Adrian's your client. We all know Adrian. He's always a bundle of energy at the shows, and he gets up there and kills it, and he's done a really good job with you, and it's just, I feel like it's just shifted his mindset a little bit about things because obviously I chat to him a bunch. But what did you think about the first timers and the juniors? Were they pretty good?
Yeah, I was quite impressed with the conditioning and stuff that they brought, and also like the presentation was cool. Yeah. They look like they're they're taking things seriously, presented themselves well, looked like they had a good time. Yeah, they were good energy.
Yeah, it was fun to watch. It was cool. And it's good to have 3 in each, you know, like it's enough. Like you don't want to see 2, you want to see like a little bit more. So there was a good little battle with it. They moved them around. Didn't matter how many were on the stage. Fawad really made sure he gave them all of their time on the stage, which was really cool. So nice work, guys, on cleaning up there. And then we had in Division A, so these were a little bit smaller. So the divisions were smaller, but they did bring them out on the stage all together for a lot of them. So Division A was Matthew Kaur, and then Aaron Roldan was in Division B with Leandro Fernandez Farrar. And then we had Division C was Philip, and a lot of people will remember Philip. We had Aaron Powell and Yuan Galvin. So he was really awesome to watch as well. There was no Division D or anything like that for Classic. It was just ABC. So that was a pretty good stack up. I mean, they had them all on the stage at the same time, even though they're all different divisions, but that's a cool way to get them to battle with each other. You know, Philip, you know, I don't know if you know who Yuan is or whatever, but he looked great too. Like, what did you think about those classes and, those divisions?
Yeah, everyone that was there was pretty good. Trying to remember how everyone looked, but yeah, no, they did. It was good. It is cool when they bring everyone and all the groups up with each other, and it makes it look like a full class. Obviously, he mentions that there's different classes up there, so people in the crowd aren't getting freaking bummed or shunned. But it looks good. It looks good moving people around, and it gives them a better experience of like what they come there to do as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was
like,
cool.
The guys look good.
They did look good. They all looked good. And what about their posing? Did you like they all did their routines and stuff a little bit later, but did you like their posing? Obviously, it's more of your eyes and mine. You know, you probably can pick out good than bad, but did you enjoy their posing?
Yeah, again, like I feel like they all put some decent time into putting together a good posing and good routines and stuff as well. Seeing you guys getting swept away by Philly.
Yeah. He's such a good poser though, Philip. I feel like he needs his own little moment because it's just he's so fun to watch, you know, and he's been doing this a while, right?
Yeah. You can when people bring that charisma to the stage, like, yeah, it's awesome to see, eh?
Yeah, it was awesome. So our winner, it doesn't say the name of it on here, but I'm pretty sure his name's Aaron, and he has like the little mullet. And he was amazing. He was really good. His posing routine was awesome. So much flow. He had a lot of fans in the crowd. So I'm pretty sure his name is Aaron. They didn't put the list on the, I think Frank's going to check for me now so that we can see.
Yeah. Aaron Roldan?
Aaron Roldan. Yeah. Is it Aaron Roldan? Yeah, that's the one. Sorry. There's a couple of Aarons too. There was Aaron Powell and Aaron Roldan, but yeah, Aaron Roldan won that one. He cleaned it up. He looked so good. And presentation wise, it looked great, right? He kind of reminded me of Ben, just the way he carries himself and like flows with it. He just had a really good routine and stuff. So yeah, good overall winner, right?
Yeah, definitely. Had good level of conditioning. I think that's what took him the whole way for that. Yeah. Great muscle bellies. Like you say, just sort of like a similar shape and structure and that to him as Ben. Put a few more years on him and he'll get that extra mass as well. But yeah,
Looked good. Looked good. Nice work, Aaron. You looked amazing. Hopefully you're going to be at nationals and hopefully even Mo's Muscles. You never know. Hopefully these classic guys will turn up because there's that pro card on the cards as well as the Olympia invite for the pros. So definitely worth just pushing on another week and getting it done, especially when you can come in that condition because there's a lot of other really great guys up there, but maybe they just need that little bit of tightening, but he had it. So good winner on the day. All right, let's move into men's physique and then we'll go bodybuilding because that's the way they've done it in the results sheet. So just for the sake of that, always get a good bunch of first timers in men's physique. It's like kind of like bikini, isn't it? It's like you get that big bunch, and it's just cool to see people turning up. So we had a bunch of first timers in there. We had Gert Swart, Mika, Mendrado, Yuan was back again, so he did classic and men's physique. Ekalesh and Parvinder, and I'm pretty sure Yuan took that one out as well. He just looked great. I feel like I'm going to ask you, Frank, what you think, but do you think he's suited more to classic or men's physique? I don't even know if we're allowed to speculate on that, but do you think he suits one of them more than the other?
Yeah, I think with the physique that he has at the moment, I think he definitely suited men's physique more. I think, yeah, it just in those poses, just it'll popped off really well. That doesn't mean that he didn't look good in classic, but I think it just better favored him. And I think if he was going to continue into classic, you just need more size, just more fullness. But the guy looked good. Conditioning was on. The men's physique poses just done him heaps of favors.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that you said that well. That's so true. And he definitely, like, you know how some people just come out and they're like, you're like, wow, you're like, that person's like looks amazing. You're like, he was one of those people, especially in men's physique. So he popped, like he really popped on stage. So really good win there for first timer too. He's never been on the stage before. Classic physique, men's physique, popped off in both. He's got legs. He could keep moving into classic. It just depends on what he wants to do and what his coach thinks. But nice work there. Junior men, we had Adrian. So he took that one out. He was a happy guy with his medals at the end of the day. He was stoked, man. I just love it. Love to see him so stoked about it. And then we had Masters, Sukhdev Singh and Parvinder Singh. So that was really good too. I love to see a good couple in there. Making their way right through and just getting a few classes under your belt. I feel like that's always a good idea. If you can do Masters, do it. If you can do first timers, do it. Like get the nerves out and then you can come out popping in open classes. So we'll move into novice. We had Division A, Division B, Division D, no C. Division A was Mindrado, Sukhdev Singh, and then in Division B was Mika, Lomau, and then Akalesh Gokul. And then we had Tahira Harford in Division D. And we'll move straight into open because there's only a couple in open as well. Division A was Edgar Salapan. Division D, so there was no B and C. So Division D, Gert Swart, Jatin Naha, sorry, I'm so bad at the name sometimes, terrible. And then Yuan. So Yuan was our overall winner for men's physique, and he looked amazing there too. So good couple of battles in there. Like there was definitely a good bunch of names too. It was just really good to see a bunch of men's physique up there. You probably could have seen some from the live stream or some of the videos if you're watching or if you're listening. But tell us what you think about that, Frank. You've got some men's physique on the team on Worthy Victory and stuff. You have a great eye for it. What did you think about men's physique?
Yeah, it was good. The guys that come in for open sort of they held the bar right. There was lots of amateurs in there, right, and first timers and stuff, and so cool for them to be started in it and getting going with it. But the open guys, it was cool that they were there because they did represent the class well, and it sort of allows people to remember what it should be like. I had Edgar in there.
Oh yes,
we're like happy with his look and stuff, and we'll continue to bring him in sharper. And I think I'm real happy. I'm like happy as that one got it. He represented the criteria really well. What I was just going to say, and now that we've come back to Will, is the size of his legs and his board shorts. So just to highlight that is part of the criteria now. And again, so like to go back to where he didn't look bad in classic physique, but he just looked right in men's physique. He does have good sized legs. They actually looked heaps better with the board shorts on. You can see on the photo, like the board shorts are tight. You can see the quad there. It just looks real flattering, right? Just well finished, well executed. Yeah.
Nailed it, man. And his posing and presentation was really good. I was sitting right in front of I think his coach and his mates were right behind me. I'm pretty sure it was his coach because he was like, do your transitions. Like, he was turning to the back. I think he got a bit nervous and he was right in the middle, he'd get a little bit nervous. So he wasn't like completely, turning to the side and to the back. So they're like, do your transitions. I reckon his presentation was really good. Like you said about classic, he was good in classic, but in men's physique, he was like good, like he stood out and those legs were like popping off. So really good. I hope he comes in for both at nationals just to see what he wants to do, but like I'm sure he'll just continue to do amazing. Made for men's physique, beautiful, handsome guy, great overall look. So nice one for men's physique to move into bodybuilding. Let's go. So there's a good couple in here. We had probably a few names that you recognize as well, obviously Frank, but we had masters over 40 and over 50. We had Aaron Gilbert Smith over 40 and Kim Pickard for over 50. Really good to see those guys doing it and just turning up for masters as well. They could just do open, but they do masters too, and I love to see that. So really good. We'll just jump through all the names if you want, Frank, and then we'll just, because there's only a couple in here, but they are really was amazing. I feel like bodybuilding brought it for the boys. So welterweight was Kim Pickard. Super heavyweight was Sharif Abdel Latif. Amazing. You might have recognized his name from the other divisions as well. Bodybuilding light heavyweight, Aaron Gilbert Smith and Christopher Tan. And then we had in the heavyweight, Logan Hooper. Logan Hooper is coached by Dean and Jazz, who I've also had on the pod. You guys will know them. And it was just awesome. Like Chris Tan looks amazing. Aaron looks amazing. Coached by Jordan. Like they just all looked really good. Tell us about your thoughts on bodybuilding, because that's your division.
Yeah, I was stoked to see some lads up there doing it. And they did it well. Yeah. Yeah, massive respect to Aaron. I know that, after talking to Jordan, it was something he was never going to do, but I'd message Jordan every now and then just off his story, seeing him like, man, this dude's too good. Like, he's taking the piss. He has to do a show. So it was, cool to see that he actually, jumped up there and done one, and he looked epic, man. And I love that, over 40, first time into it, looking like that. And it looks like he's done a transformation to get to this point. Like, it wasn't just like he's been doing this forever. And I know that he's a busy person as well. I'm sure he's a firefighter, but just epic, so epic to see it, just like how I love the Masters Bikini Girls, right? But there wasn't anything about that lad that made you think he was an old lad. He just looked big and he looked on. And man, just I think with just a bit more practice with the posing, like, he looked dangerous. I do hope that we see him back. I'm sure we're going to see him back. I can't remember how to pronounce the other guy's name, but I was also really impressed with him. Is it Sharif?
Yeah, Sharif Abdel Latif. He was great too. Yeah.
Monster offer, man. Was real impressed with him. Loved his look. And Chris looked awesome. Logan, man, has made heaps of progress as well. I mean, they've all made massive progress, but obviously, Chris took it out, so he deserves the limelight. And I think heaps of us have been following his journey for a long time now, and to see him, finally get up on stage again and smash it, stoked, real good.
Real good. Well, is it safe to say that conditioning across the board for bodybuilding was pretty good? Like, not bad. Like, compared to the other guys' divisions, like this one was pretty peeled.
Yeah, they were all in good condition. Even our other Masters guy, the over 50 guy, man, like
him,
he even was in good condition. But they made them work for that overall. Like, I would like to say that I think it would have been relatively close. I don't think it was miles apart at all. And man, it's going to be cool to see these guys continue on over the season and see what changes that they can make with their coaches. Epic.
And the posing was sick. Like, the pose down was sick. Like, they're all just amazing, and their stage presence all round, all of them. That Sharif guy just like, he wants your attention and he'll get it. Like, he's up to fucking own the stage, and he does. He's tall, he's huge, he gets your attention. Aaron just, I felt a little bit bad for Aaron because Jordan was unwell, and if you guys don't know, Jordan didn't make it to the show, so Aaron would have had that there for him, but he didn't have like as much of that. So I was trying to yell for him and whatnot, but he was killing it. He was fucking peeled so much. I was so close to him. I could see the veins and the sweat coming off. I was like, this guy's freaking peeled. I loved it. And Christopher Tan's routine was really cool to watch too. Like, the guys definitely put in a lot of effort, practiced it. Logan looked amazing. He looked so good. I've seen him before and he looked, just incredible. So go bodybuilding. I wasn't ready for that.
I was stoked, man. I was,
Oh, we want to see you all at Nationals, because holy shit, that'll be so good. And then we've still got South Island and Waikato to go, the guys from TOC. So imagine what else can turn up on the stage. We never know, do we, Frank? And I'm not insinuating Frank's getting up there. I'm just saying, you never know. Okay, before we move into the women, let's just chat about what Mo did in the middle, in the intermission, whatever. He loves to get people up there, get their kit off and whatnot. At TOC, it was you and the boys. And this time we were lucky enough to have Dean and Jazz front row along with you and Kate. So we got up Kate. And he just chatted about, if you're watching on YouTube, I'll put up a clip of this shortly, but he just chatted to Kate about her journey and how he likes to take credit for getting her into the sport. Not take credit, but he definitely gave her the nudge, and he likes to let people know that he gave her that nudge and she got straight into her pro card. So that was really fun.
I just took one look at her. I said, this girl, she's our next pro. And then I approached her, talked to her. I didn't know she was dating that big guy over there. Staying up, right? Finally, I convinced her. And then guess what? I forced her. Forced me.
They forced me.
First show, overall winner. Second show, pro card. The fastest ever in this country. And then she goes to America right after she got her pro card. And she competes and competes and competes. Comes back to New Zealand with a second place as a top competitor in the world.
Yeah, Kate.
She comes back to New Zealand, silent mode, fighter mode, and she goes back to these Americans. I'm like, I'm gonna show you what's up. And what happened, Kate?
We went over and did 4 back-to-back shows, and I qualified for the Olympia by winning the Dallas Pro Show on my last show.
Kira, come here. Let's see. Howard will be your judge, and he will ask you to pose against me.
Yeah, Kira. Woo! Yeah!
Nice. Face the back of the stage.
And then he got Jazz up to talk about her Olympia qualification and how quick she moved in the sport as well. Frank, I'm sure you guys, everyone knows how quickly she moved. She was a figure pro, boom, wellness, she's off to Olympia. It's all very fast with Jazz, and she's still really young, but she's doing so well, and she looked amazing. And I always appreciate these pros getting up there and just chatting, even like not even getting their kid off, just chatting about their journey.
Same thing. She got into the show, won the overall, and came to the nationals and took the pro card.
Yeah. Woo!
But I know the quality of these Olympic girls, and I know what she has. Sure enough, she goes to America, ladies and gentlemen, just 6 weeks ago, she does 3 shows, and she's going to Olympia!
Yeah!
I'll be going to one of the kind of toughest lineups for the Wellness Olympia this year, which I'm really excited about.
Woo! Yeah, Jazz. Yeah! And then tell us what they did to Dean, Frank. I'll let you chat about that because I feel like I just talk everyone's ears off. But they got Dean up there, but what did they get him to do?
Yeah. Dean was the victim to be impromptu guest poser. So cool to see him up there, man.
Let's go! Woo! 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 Yeah, Dean!
It's cool that Mo's doing those intermissions with the shows, and just help. I guess it's spreading the awareness of like what everyone is up to, what the pros are up to, why they do this, why they compete to turn pro to then use their pro card, and I guess like for a decent amount of time there hasn't been many super active pro card holders, and obviously like it does take some time for some people to, once they turn pro, make the changes in to be able to go international and compete against other pros. But like this is Mo's passion, right? He has got this whole thing going for us because he loves to create that opportunity for people. He loves bodybuilding. He wants to see people live out their dream, and he doesn't want to see people's potential just laying idle. And I think it's good to see the pros actually leading by example and creating some hype and some motivation for the people that are coming up. If you go to America, man, like the amateurs there will cut off their left arm and leg to be pro. It means something, and so I think it's cool to have that awareness and that hype, and to show them that they're like, I guess, what they're worth, what it is worth, and let that flow back down through the community. I don't think we've had too many pros actually really like carry that torch and shine that light and really motivate the other amateurs coming through. And it's a really important role, I guess, to play to keep this whole thing continuing.
100%, Frank. Like, that's so well said, because you can, a lot of our, especially New Zealand, like, we like to keep quiet. We like to just do our own thing, just get, put your head down and just turn up and then blow everyone away. That seems to be what we like to do here. But it's really good to like share part of the journey. And a lot of the pros like that are going to compete, some of them start to share their journey. Like Ash Mellon's really good for that. He's taken the first year off in like 8 years. He's a really good advocate for the sport, and like we need more of that. And it's really good to see like Mo pushing it. All he wants to see is the pros being pros and actually actively using their pro. Like that's what he wants, and that's what we all want to see. We all want that push. Like, oh, New Zealand can go far, and now we've got 2 Olympians. It's gonna set a fire up everyone's ass.
Yeah, and it's said as well. It's like if you're a pro and you don't think you're there, like you're way more ahead than what you actually think. Like having spent some time overseas now and seeing the caliber of the pros over there, like if you've got a pro card, use it, because that's not like a night and day difference. Our athletes are as good as the best ones over there, and now you've got athletes proving it. Yeah, so,
yeah, we'd love to see it.
Doesn't have to end.
No, keep going. I know it's scary, like especially being in this corner of the world. You're like, oh my god, America seems so far away, so big. We watch them on like, on their live streams, and they look crazy. Like some of the wellness girls are like, fuck, I don't know if I want to be a wellness pro now because I'm so terrified. Like it makes sense and it's so fine, but just keep working if it's your dream in your sport and you love it. You took the pro card, you didn't have to, but you took it. So keep working on it. We just love to see it. That's all. So I believe Mo told Dean something as well. Do you remember what he told him about next year? Should we share that just to keep him accountable?
Yeah, so he's going to put on a 212 pro class.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, right.
Cool. How many of them do we have in New Zealand? Do you know?
Oh, man, I'm not actually sure, but I know that we would definitely have a few that would be able to jump into that show. And I know of a few right off the top of my head that would be straight on it. So, and I guess, the other cool thing is like Australia don't put on pro shows.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a decent amount of good 212s there that would come over and make it a cool show. Yeah.
How exciting.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
It's a crazy opportunity to have that opportunity to qualify for Olympia here and not have to travel a freaking yeah.
Blows my mind, hey. It's like, I don't like, everyone should be in Mo's muscles this year that can do it, like get in there and do it. Like only person I'm giving the time off is Ash, because he keeps fucking competing. So I'm like, have a time off, come back when you're like, I'm gonna win Olympia, and that's what he wants to do. So like everyone else needs to be there, man. I know we've got Dennis Milken turning out, we've got a whole bunch of people we haven't seen for ages, so fucking do it. Like let's go. They should be ready anyway because it's getting a bit close now, but yeah, that's pretty much everything that happened in the intermission. Did I miss anything from there? It's just cool to see Mo up there and just having a chat, eh? Yeah, nice, cool. All right, guys, we're going to move into the ladies. We had women's physique. We had 2 women's physique, Angela Wilkinson and Monica Cunningham. And which one was oh gosh, they didn't put the winner next to this either, but the winner was incredible. I'm just going to have a look up her name now, or maybe Frank could do that for me while I'm just chatting, but holy shit, she looked incredible. Sometimes we have 1 women's physique, sometimes we have 2, maybe 3, but this woman just fucking blew me away. Holy crap, her physique, her conditioning, her size, her development, everything was just amazing on her routine, posing. She was so happy to be on the stage and it was just beautiful. So that was really cool. So did you find a name for us, Frank?
I think that was Monica
Cunningham. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Well, that was our winner for women's physique. I did follow her on Instagram. Forgotten her name already. That's just how bad my brain is. But good on her for taking that one out. Did you see any of the women's physique? You might have been with your clients, but did you see her up there? She looked great, right?
Yeah, I did. I seen them, and yeah, she's an impressive physique on her, man.
Yeah.
But,
she comes running out, and she's like, boom, like, and her posing was like, she just looked great. So I hope she comes back for nationals.
Yeah.
Figure. We had some girls in the figure. Figure and wellness were quite small, but we did have a few in there, and we had a couple of impressive ones. So we had novice, like when there's only a couple in each class. So Rochelle Record, Olivia Ray, who we've seen before, and then Rochelle Barnhill in the Class B. So the other two were Class A, and that was Class B for novice. And then in open, we had Class A, Fran Wilson. Class B was Rachel Barnhill. And then we also had in Masters was Rochelle, Olivia, and Fran. So all of them bar Rachel. So there was 4 in total. All of them looked beautiful, amazing. I love the posing. Rachel's vibe and aura when she came out was just like, bang, look at me. And I just love that. Fran was just Fran. Like, she just looked so good, man. I just really appreciated her coming out looking freaking fire. She looked really good onto the like figure physique. She had the balance, she had the shape, she had condition, she looked sharp. She's just a little shorty, but she pulls it. She looks great with her size. Tell us what you think. What do you think about Frank? And did you enjoy the figure classes?
Yeah, I was impressed with Fran's progress since the last time I'd seen her. Yeah, I'm looking at the overall photo now, and yeah, I was quite impressed by that. Yeah.
Did she compete last year?
I can't remember when now, but she's in Masters, right?
Yeah.
Which Masters? How old is she?
35. It says in 35 plus. There was only the one, so I'm not sure. She might even be in the 40. Is it 40 plus? I'm not sure, but they just put them all into one for this one.
Just that. Besides the point, though, like to be still making this kind of progress is awesome. Yeah, real cool to see.
So good. Nice brand. You looked beautiful too. Like, love the smile. All the figure girls looked real happy to be there. I just love figure. I'm just so happy to see there was 4. I'm just happy to see there was a bunch. So hopefully you all make it to nationals. Keep going, even despite if your feedback's like grow or this or that, just still make it through. Get your feedback from there and get the stage time, finish the season, and then you can start building or whatever you need to do from there. So figure, yeah, looking good, guys. And then wellness. We only have 3 in the wellness. We had Rochelle and Olivia come over from figure to do Class A, and Anastasia Vodovina, and she's in class. No, they were all in Class A. My bad, all in Class A. There's very little Class B wellness girls in New Zealand. They're all shorties, and I love it. So that was really good to see as well. And yeah, there was just 3. There was just 3. Frank, what did you think about wellness? Do you remember seeing wellness? Blink and you miss it.
Yeah. It was pretty fast moving.
It was super fast. But nice work turning up, ladies. Obviously, you'll get some feedback. You can move through to nationals. I think maybe it was just a little bit of conditioning across the board. Wellness is hard, man. It is hard. And you do have to come in really freaking tight. And with all that muscle on you, it's a bit of a tricky one to navigate. But that's all that I would really say about that. Hey, just a little bit on the conditioning, come in a bit tighter, guys, and it'll be a fierce battle, you know?
Yeah. It's bringing the right conditioning. That obviously they need to lean up a little bit more, get a little tighter. If you're competing in wellness, your conditioning should be a lot different to what it would be if you're doing figure or physique as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I think Rochelle fit the wellness criteria pretty good. That was her. Eh?
Yeah, and she won it. Sorry, guys, I forgot to mention, but she won it. Yeah. Green bikini.
I would even go as far as to say, like, I feel like she would probably do well to hone in on that class. Yeah. She's got a nice shape for it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think, does that work and should be good there. Yeah.
100%, because she did the figure as well. Beautiful for figure too. She's got a great upper body, but she's got that density in the lower body, and you can see it. And her back pose, you're like, fuck, if she was peeled, holy shit, you'd be like, my God, the tie. You can just see it. You can see it. So I'm like, I don't know. Whatever she wants to do is completely her game, but she could do great in both. But I feel like wellness, she could just pop it. And wellness is small still. You know, you can just like get in there and just see if it's for you. But good on you, wellness girls. Keep coming through to nationals. Keep bringing that tightness in. I'm sure you'll get that feedback, and you all looked great up there with your stage presence. So nice work. All right, bikini. Whew, all right, there's a few in bikini, but it was great. Good turnouts. A couple of wobs in there as well. It was always good to see. So first timers, Michaela Veal, Amy Sims, Olivia Murray. Murphy, my bad, Jessica Barron, Anna, I'm not going to try to pronounce her last name, Anna, she knows that's just fine, I'm sure, and then Oceana Halur. So that was a good bunch for first timers. It was good to see like, hey, bikinis here, and it's like, oh, right, there's already 6. So that was really cool. We also had junior. I'm just going to run through junior and then masters, and then we'll chat about it. Junior was only 3, Michaela Veal, Charlotte Malsop, Chantal Lind. Am I pronouncing that right? Is it Lind? She's on your team, so I'm like, I'm not sure. I don't know if that's right, but he's like, I'm not sure either. Masters 35 plus was Kelly Silich and then Olga. So a good bunch in there. There was a whole lot of different everything. It was awesome to see. So we obviously had the junior, the masters, the first timers. The first timers was won by Amy Sims. And then junior was Chantal, and then masters was Kelly, I believe. So really, really quite good. I don't know. You tell me about what you think, Frank. The first timers, there was that bunch of 6 of them in there. Amy took that one out. What did you think of, I don't know, first timers, masters, and juniors?
Yeah, the first timers were good. The first timers were good, but the tricky thing with first timers is you're getting like, it's like a whole shop of fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's going to be people like Amy. And yeah, so I think the first timers class was represented pretty good, man. There was people that are like very, very novice, very, very new. And then there was just, the likes of Amy, and you're always going to get this. There's always going to be someone like Amy who's, I guess, just been more honed in, and it will show. But yeah, the overall standard of it was cool. You got to see these girls coming in as first timers and being able to see like there's definitely some potential there for them, which is cool. Some of them will be able to climb the ranks decently within the season. Real cool class. Masters was also cool. Kelly got that one right.
Kelly got that one, yeah.
It's made cool progress since last year as well. And was it juniors?
Yeah, juniors was Chantal.
Yeah, Chantal.
She's so
good class.
Yeah. So she won her class. She's in juniors and she's a mum.
Yep.
Pardon?
Yep.
She looks so good, Frank. Are you happy with how she looked? She's obviously your client. Did she look amazing up there?
Yeah. I think I can speak on behalf of everyone. She was definitely stunning up there. Yeah, man, real happy with her. And I've had the yarns with her, but really, really proud of her.
Yeah, she looks so good. She'd be my pick for stage presentation for the day, and everyone looked phenomenal. So that she just had that little cut where she just looked so good, Frank, like so good. Like you could picture her on a pro stage kind of thing with that way that she presented herself. Her tan was perfect, like perfect. She looked like she was like chocolate, like it was crazy. So she looked amazing. Took out juniors. She's a mother. I don't know how she does it, but she did that. Kelly looked amazing. I like her. Her posing, I think, is done by Kate. That's all really like changed as well. She's really like slow and controlled, and her physique looks amazing. Her tie-ins are there. Masters 35 plus, crazy. All right, novice. We'll run through novice and then we'll run through open. Novice class B, C, and D. So we had B was Oceana. She was the only one in B. Class C was Amy Sims, Kelly Silich, Charlotte Malsop, Jessica Barron, and Chantal Lind. That's actually quite a competitive class. Class C was Olivia Murphy, Olga, Anna, and Mia George. So yeah, pretty fierce lineup. Like in the class C, we've got obviously Amy, who took out first timers. What Kelly, who we were just talking about, who's come back strong. Charlotte, who's killing it. She's one of Rhiannon Morgan's clients. Jess is one of Jordan's, and then Chantal's yours. So that was a pretty fierce class C. I feel like that was probably the biggest battle out of the lot. But tell me, what did you think about the novice? Was pretty fierce for a novice, right? Crazy.
It's a similar thing as what's happening in first timers, right? As you've just got, and it's because the standard's been set and it motivates people. Like people know where the bar is set and that's what they want to achieve, and so you've got more, and that's why the bikini class is growing like it is as well, is because it's like it motivates them to want to push to that kind of level. They want to look like that because it's there to be seen, to be recognized. And so that's what you're seeing. You're seeing people come in as novices really freaking good now. And then really the only tell is just time. So these girls still, young, still new into it. More time, more development, more maturity. Like these girls will send it. Yeah.
Watch out. Watch out, open girls. Which we'll move into now, because there was a couple of things in here we want to talk about. So open, Class B was Oceana again, taking it out for Class B. Class C was Amy, Kelly, Silich back again, Jess Barron back again, Adita Brown for the first time, because she's obviously taken out some overalls, so she can only do open. So she's jumped in there, and then Chantal as well. And then Class D was Anna. So again, really fierce. And then the winner of this one would obviously go to the overalls. Let's talk about it, Frank, because TOC, obviously, our champ, the naturals was Adita. She took out last year as well. We were all like, you know what I'm like with Adita. Where is she? Let's see her. She looked so good in her pink. Like her presentation was top tier as well. She looked so good. Hair perfect, makeup, everything perfect. Tan amazing. But she didn't take it out this time, Frank. And I think we should just talk about it a little bit, about how much things can change on the day or how much things can change over a couple of days. She's always looked strong. Tell us about why maybe she didn't place as high as what she maybe have hoped. Are we okay to talk about that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Tell us about it. Like, tell us about how she felt on the day maybe, and was she okay with placing a little bit lower?
Cool. So no, she was definitely, upset. And that's totally valid. But what I do want to also say is that she still got up there, still done it. We all have a show as athletes where it doesn't go away. Every dog has its day, man. Like sometimes just out of nowhere, shit can happen, and it can, man. Like I've seen it affect men plenty as well, where shit just hits the fan and things just don't stack up like they're meant to. With women, there's the controlling the emotions stuff, and so Adita was coming in right up to that morning looking real sharp, and this is one of those things, like it's good to talk about so we can help other people manage through it, but sometimes the makeup appointments are going to run late, sometimes the hair's going to be, sometimes there's these other things that you've got planned so far ahead so that you know that so you're hoping that it all goes smooth, and sometimes those things can just like fall at the wayside, and then you're left freaking stressing out. And once you start stressing out, that's a whole avalanche that can be really hard to control. Stress will bring on water retention, and so then your look can change so quick. The cool thing with it, if you catch it in time, is like you can sort of fix it pretty quick as well. It's just water. But in this instance, she was being very brave, and she wasn't telling me how stressed out she actually was. So I wasn't actually aware, but again, like credit to her. She was just doing her best to just handle it, which you have to do. But I think like what I would want to share on that whole thing is like, I know all you girls want to have everything perfect. You want the perfect makeup, you want the perfect hair, you want everything to be perfect on your day. But at this level, like the judges aren't looking that hard at your makeup. They're not looking that hard at your hair. So if shit doesn't go to plan, worst case scenario, just do it yourself. You're likely probably already a beautiful person. Straighten your hair, put on your eyelashes, whatever, and just rock out there and own it. Don't let things like that ruin your day, ruin all the hard work that you've put into to get to that point, because it can unravel that quickly. But in saying that, still real happy with how the placing still went. Yeah.
Perfect. I just think it's really good to address, hey, like, and we're not saying, and everyone knows I favor Adita, so I'm not saying like I think she should have won and like this is an excuse. Like I just thought it was really good to talk about, because her physique changed quite rapidly in a short amount of time, and this is what can happen. It literally can happen to anybody. In any division, doesn't matter what you're doing. So I thought it would just be good to chat about, and it's not trying to say any of the placings are wrong. All of them were right. That was perfectly fine on the day. Adita's going to come back better and stronger at nationals. Like we're all fine, everything's great, but it's just a good thing to chat about. One of those things that happen that no one talks about really, but it's like can really like take away your placing in some instances, and it happens often. So I'm sure you guys are already working hard on a nice plan to keep you nice and relaxed for nationals, and she's still going to hopefully go through, isn't she, to finish off the job.
Oh yeah, no, she's so, having had a good chat with her and stuff like that. Sometimes an experience like this can be the best thing for an athlete as well. And like I said before, it'll happen to every athlete at some point. And it's better to go through this kind of learning as an amateur, and then you know what to do, your own preparation, like you've been prepared for it, because this shit will still happen to you as a pro as well. And I've seen it plenty of times. I know of a guy that was competing at the New York Pro, and he was laying down in bed in his motel across the road from the venue, and he got a phone call, bro, they're calling you up to be on stage. Didn't have time to carb up, didn't have time to pump up. I don't even think he had his glaze on. Ran on stage, dropped his pants, pulled his trunks on, and jumped on stage. And yeah, the show was just running a lot different to how he had been told it was going to run. So like, there's all sorts of shit that can happen. Yeah, and like, to put it even more into perspective, like, there was nothing we done different with her day. Like, she was on the same food, the same, like, so there was nothing that could have led to that have happening. And also, to put into perspective, Chantal was having a mare of a time from registration through to the show, but because she was open with me and sharing with me, I was able to help her bring that together. And I remember saying to her at the end, and like, see, it wasn't nowhere near as bad as what you thought, eh? But yeah, just being able to like get everything back in control and like, okay, cool, what's happening? All right, sweet, well, let's do this, and yeah, fix it. But
I love it. That's perfect. Like, just prepare for anything. Plan as much as you can. Plan a backup plan if you want to, but shit will happen and it won't always go your way. So be ready to take it on the chin and just take it as a learning experience, because it is. That's what we learned from that. I mean, I like Adita learned from that. We all learned from that. So that's really cool just to acknowledge it before we moved on and chatted about the overall. So nice work, Aditi. Looked amazing. And I love the pink bikini too. Let's keep that one. And Chantal, let's keep the red. I love it. So overalls was really, really good, really competitive. However, the winner was just, she was too good, man. We'll talk about her really quick, of course, like, because we have to just acknowledge the overall bikini winner. We have to do that. She's how she finished off the whole day. Amy took it out. Amy just cleaned up all of her classes. She looked incredible. She's coached by Troy Thornton. Her posing's done by Rhiannon. She looked amazing. She had a beautiful stage. She was so confident, man, like, but not like arrogant, but it was like confident for sure. Beautiful tie-ins, beautiful full glutes. Definitely, again, winning from the back. Like, I definitely think that was definitely held up in this overall as well. So Frank, tell us about it. How do you think the bikini girls look? There was a good few in the overall because of all the different ones, but it was a pretty clear win. I don't know. What do you tell me what you thought?
Yeah, it was definitely a clear win. But like, with the moving around and seeing her, seeing Amy against other girls in the different poses and stuff like that, you also got to see where she needs to improve as well. So yeah, on the whole, she was definitely the clear winner in that overall lineup. Her and Troy will know which areas they need to work on. I think from the back, she needs more fullness in her upper glute, but everything was there. Like, good conditioning, good time, the right kind of conditioning. She posed well. She was definitely confident. She was ready. Yeah. She was ready for that show, and she carried that the whole way through. Yeah. Kelly looked real good in the overall as well. And so, yeah, if I just trying to remember now, there was a point where Chantal and Amy were beside each other, and walking to the back, or in the back pose, you could see that Chantal's strength was in her upper glute. Amy's strength was then in her rear delts, in her delts. They then also moved Chantal and Kelly. So then Kelly and Amy were side by side, and Kelly's strength was in her tie-ins. Then I think the strength there from the back for Amy was just the overall silhouette, real awesome shape. From the front, she killed it. Shoulder structure, shape, glutes was, everything was good. From the side, Chantal's glute nice and full as well. Amy's projection was really good. So yeah, she was the clear winner. But just to give a bit more perspective, Yeah, and her presentation was on.
She looked great. She looked so good. Perfect hair. All of it. The purple looked amazing. So nice work, Amy. Her and Chantal got moved around a couple of times too between like what maybe they wanted for first as well. So she's not too far behind. They didn't put up the actual scoring in terms of numbers, but I reckon that probably wasn't like maybe unanimous. Maybe there was a little bit of a pull there. So it's interesting to see. We love a battle. So nice work, Amy. And I love it because all of our bikini, same with all divisions, but all of our bikini overalls throughout the year always look so different. Like they always look like completely different chicks. You're like, how are these all going to look when they get on the stage together at nationals? And that's going to be the fun battle, is to see like, the likes of Amy up against Adida, but at nationals, so there's a few more weeks away, and like, who knows who else she'll be up against? Lily, who knows? So it'll be really cool to see all the different physiques from overall bikini to come together. But really, really good battle, and all of you girls looked amazing. All of you athletes looked amazing. So, so good. Congratulations to all the overall winners. So awesome to see. And we hope to see you all at nationals, of course, to pull it all the way through. Get that pro card if you can. Who knows? Who knows what will happen? But good show, Frank, all round. Hey, it was really fun to watch.
Yeah, it was. It was a really fun show.
We loved it. It was cool. You never know with what's going to happen with Auckland Champs. Sometimes it's a really quiet show. The audience, I feel like we could have pulled through a better audience, though, guys. Like, we definitely could have had more people there. The people that were there, though, like we had a good bunch in the audience, didn't we? Could you hear them all going on?
Yeah.
So good. It was awesome. So next time we just need more of them, because I feel like when you look out at Kristen's school, you can see the audience when you're on the stage, because I did it in Most Muscles last year. You can see the cheers. So let's fill up the next couple of shows. South Island next week, Frank, you won't be there for that, but you've got a few athletes heading down for that one?
Yeah, I've got quite a big team doing that. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it looks like it'll be a bit of a bigger show, because I hear like Rhiannon's got a lot of posing girls. You guys have got a whole bunch. Jordan's got a whole bunch. It'll be a good one for wellness. We have Hale up there. We've got a few others that haven't even shared their physique on Instagram, nothing. So we don't even know what they're going to look like. But it's going to be sick. And, I'm going to be front and center like this. You guys didn't want to show your physique, but now it's all over my gram. So it's going to be great to watch. So should be some good competition there, though, hey?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a real decent show. Yeah, there's going to be some good quality there.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be fun.
Looking forward to Dom's new and improved.
Yeah. Love that. She's coming in. I'm so excited for that. It's going to be really fun to see.
Dom, the bodybuilder, Dom.
Dom bodybuilder. Sorry, I thought you meant other Dom. We've got a couple of Doms. But Dom for Noddy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's going to be sick, because I can't wait to see him again. How do you think he's shaping up? Have you seen much of his physique?
Just what he shared on IG. He's definitely put on some size. He's definitely got some extra fullness and some extra circumference going on. But I'm real excited to see him. Yeah.
Nice. I'm pumped, man. It's going to be so good. I'm so excited to go down for this, because I've never seen South Island, so I'll be able to see all of these people freaking in the flesh. So I'll obviously keep all of you guys updated that are listening. So make sure you follow us on Instagram, because I'll share a bit on there. I won't be live streaming. I don't like live stream. Mo doesn't like it. I don't want to do that. I want to film bits and pieces for the athletes as well, so we'll share it a bit later. I've also got the Auckland Champs video coming out, so you guys can see all of that, like the Dean guest posing, everyone winning, all the overalls. I've taken videos of the whole thing, so that will come out a little bit later in the week. And I won't have Frank on my next wrap-up episode. I might even have two guests that talk too much and probably overshare a little bit. So that's all I'm going to tell you about who it might be. But it might be he having two different people on that one, just because they're going to be at the show, possibly with me, and Frank's obviously in USA. So definitely not getting rid of my man. He's just going to come back when he's back. So I'll have you back on for maybe Waikato and maybe Nationals.
Yeah, I'll be back. I'll be at Waikato's.
Perfect.
And I'll be at every other show again from there.
Okay, cool. So just South Islands will be without Frank. Welly, I might leave this year, because we're not either of us going to be there, but we'll just make sure we get as much footage as we can from other people and things like that. And we'll be back for Waikato wrap up.
Yeah.
Yay! Awesome. Well, Frank, honestly, you guys go have the best trip. We're going to be following you along the whole way. Everyone's going to be on Instagram, seeing everything that's going on. I'll have the live stream. But good luck with everything. It's going to be so great to watch it.
Thank you. Yeah, we're excited.
Yay! Awesome. And thanks everyone for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow and all of those things and everything else. Buy me a coffee if you really want to. Thanks for everyone for the support so far. It's been awesome. And we'll see you all in the next one. See you, Frank. See you, everyone.
Ciao.